Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, the teach the word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to title this lesson, From Dunghill to Thrones. Because we in a time where pretty much the role is about to be flipped, man. The ones that are on high is about to be brought low, and the ones that low is about to be exalted, man. And this is the time we're in where the people that was downtrodden, and hanging their head against the wall to be equal, not knowing that we are the next ones to rule, starting with our Lord Yahweh side, and that 144,000, the government body of the nation of Israel, man. As a whole, we're going to be the standard on the planet Earth, man. So, matter of fact, I'm going to start out with this. It's Daniel chapter 4 and 17. It said, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men." See, it's Yahweh Shema Shai that deals with the affairs of the kingdom of men, man. It says, "And give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men." See? And this was after pretty much the Lord decreed that Nebuchadnezzar was going to be a base. He was going to be pretty much a base, to the beasts of the field, man. And we see that now by the bases of men ruling right now, Esau, Edom. But even it's gonna apply to us, man, because we have fell away to the utmost, man. We was at the point that we didn't know who we were, man. The ones that didn't even know their identity, that was pretty much completely lost as a whole. We're gonna be the ones that's gonna be exalted. We're gonna be the next kingdom to rule, man. So he said he's gonna set up over it the bases of men, and this is how Yahweh Shema Shai shows his power, man. By pretty much things that seem, they have little strength, the underdog, so to speak. And the Lord, that's how the Lord show his power, man. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1. I'm going to get to the point. I started 27. It says, "But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise." See? And this seems foolish to the people, man. This truth, man. Just pretty much like our hope is we get beamed up into the UFOs, so-called UFOs, in the midst of World War III. That's foolishness unto the world, but it's confounding these people, man. It says, "And have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty." See? This is what the Lord chose. It said, "In the base things of the world, and things which are despised have the Most High chosen. Yeah, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are." See? So this is what Yahweh Shema Shai have chosen. The base things and the things are despised is the Lord's going to choose, man. And it said, "And the things which are not, to bring to naught the things that are." So this place is going to kind of not, and the things that you can't see, that's going to be made manifest, man. That's going to be made manifest, man. But the point is what the Lord chose the weak things, and the things that are base. This is how he shows his power, man. And you're going to see it when the nation of Israel, is gets exalted, man. Matter of fact, this is Ecclesiastes Sirach 11 and 5. It says, "Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have worn the crown." See? And you see, like with these different rulerships and nations that came into power, you kind of seen the momentum of why they came into power. You had these. They took over certain territories. They had a vast military. You see, that was getting built up to be the next ones to rule. As you can see that now, you have you got people. They already smell blood in the water with America about to be overthrown, and you got people saying that these gooks, by the way, of China going to be up next. They might say Russia, because they see the momentum of, they got a vast military. They economically they're strong and then technology. But guess what? It said one that was never thought of have won the crown. See, meaning what? You didn't know the very one that didn't have no resources. They ain't got no spot in the UN. They ain't got no type of power at all. Those are the ones that's gonna be the ones that's gonna rule the planet Earth, man. And that's why the scripture also say why these nations imagine a vain thing, man. They're not gonna be the next ones to rule. We're gonna be the ones to rule. That's why you see Esau in his bed. He's supposed to be at rest, and he's coming after people with no power, man. Why? Because he know the blessing goes to us, man. And what's the blessing? Rulership, pretty much. So I'm gonna read this again. It said, many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of have won the crown. See, and who was never thought of? The nation of Israel, starting with the elect, man. Those are the rulers. And then in the nation as a whole, the nation of Israel, we're going to be the standard, for all these other nations, man. They're gonna look at us as the standard, man. So this is this 1 Samuel 2:8. Well, I started at 6. Matter of fact, verse so like you. 1 Samuel 6. It said, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bring down to the grave and bringeth up. See? The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. See, it's Yahweh Shai that's dealing with the affairs of man, man. It tells you the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, man. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. Who is that? Yahweh Shai, started spearheaded by Yahweh Shai. This kingdom is going to be spearheaded by our Lord, with the 144,000, man. So, but behind all this is the Lord that's, calling the shots of who's going to be poor, who's going to be brought low, who's going to be exalted, who's going to be rich. And we're in the time where we see a transfer of that, man. Such as on Lazarus and the rich man, man. When the rich man died, that means his status, he didn't have that status as he once had, man. He fell off. The way you get that, what it is, Isaiah the 14th chapter, how that fall from heaven, Lucifer, this devil have fell off a great way. It tells you that he's going to fall under our feet. It's not like, when it's all said and done, when the smoke clear, Esau still number 2. You know what I mean? Dealing with the nations, they rank 2. They still some sort of a superpower. They still got some sort of strength. No, man. They're going to fall to their lot, which is the very bottom, man. And the nation of Israel is going to go to their lot, which is the top, man. So it's the Lord that's making them poor and making rich, that bring them low and lift them up, man. It said he raised up the poor out of the dust, see, meaning out of confusion, because that's how far off we fell off, man. We didn't even know who we were, man. It says, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill. See, the beggar, that's Lazarus, man. From the dunghill, the shithole, man. So you came from the dunghill. It says to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. See? So you came from the dunghill to being a prince, man. It says, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon him. See? And that's talking about that government body, man. Because that's going to be the welfare of the world, man. That's going to be the welfare of the world. It tells that the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, man. But as you can see, the beggar came from the dunghill to being a prince, man. And that's the time we in, man. We in a time where, our affliction is over with, man. You know, that this hell we've been catching, this is pretty much the last ass whooping that we're gonna take, man. You know? See, we're in a time where we're about to be comforted now. Let's see if I can find this. Yeah, this St. Luke 16, and I'm gonna get to the point. Yep, this is St. Luke 16. I'm gonna start at I started at 22. It said, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. So you can see the two extremes. When the beggar died, he was lifted up. Meaning what his run as a beggar, him being at a lower state, was over with. Now it's time for him to be exalted. That's why I said in due time. So it was a certain time where the beggar was going to be at a lower state, and then he was going to be exalted, man. It said, and the rich man also died and was buried. So his status was over with, and he had to be abased, man. It said, and in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and see if Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. See, so it lets you know there's going to be two extremes, man. While this man's in hell, he's catching hell. He's at a lower state. He see Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. When you in somebody's bosom, that pretty much represents comfort, man. It says, and he said, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. See? So pretty much he was asking for relief, man. But he's going to get double, because it tells you that he was beating the people with a continual stroke. And it also tells you that he that showed no mercy, he's not going to have mercy, man. So this man's going to catch complete hell. He just asked for a tip of, a dip, a tip of his finger in water, man. So he's asking for a form of relief, man. Because that's how much hell these devils going to catch. They're going to receive double. Continue on. It says, but Abraham said, Son, remember thou in thy lifetime receivest thou good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. See, so it had to take them in their lifetime when they was ruling. It took us to receive that evil for them to benefit, and everything like that. So now the roles are being flipped. It says, but now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. See? So Lazarus, he received evil things, but he ended up being a rich man at the end of the day, man. He ended up being well off and confident and ruling, man. So that's the time we in where the roles about to be reversed, man. And that we about to be made a standard throughout the planet Earth. Let's see, I think that's Isaiah 60, I believe. Yeah, Isaiah 60:14. It says, the son also of them that afflict thee shall come bending unto thee. See? And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. See? Then the Lord chose the ones that were despised. That's how he's going to show his power. So the ones that was afflicted, and was despised, now you coming to them now. You come bending unto them. So pretty much you giving yourself up. That means you're a slave, man. The very ones that you benefited off of all the blood, sweat, and tears of the nation of Israel, now you got to come to them. You giving yourself to them, man. It says, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. See? So we're going to be that standard. It said, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee. See? So we was these devils and these other nations rejoiced at our downfall, man. They didn't want to help us. They didn't want to, tell us who we were, give us some type of leverage. You know, they didn't want to comfort us. So we was forsaken and hated, and no man went unto us. It says, "I will make the internal excellency a joy of many generations." See, so we're gonna be that standard, man. It's gonna the very ones you think, we came from a nigga with a damn, you know, overalls and watermelon in your mouth to a nigga with a Jerry curl. Yeah, I mean to a nowadays you got a nigga with skinny jeans, you know, dyed hair and a 40, man. All the way to that's the lowest you can get, man. You know, but to kings and princes, man, to a standard that it's an eternal excellency, meaning what this is gonna be something forever, man. You know, we ain't gonna never go off again, man. But the point is that we're gonna be turned from the dunghill to thrones, man. You know. So yeah, I can just hold to edify. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakagudash. Double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone, shalom to the elect, the teacher word, and our true faith